Hi, welcome back to BuonaPappa. Today we're going to prepare a baby meal. We're going to prepare together pear, sweet peas, and cardamom baby meal. So if you're looking for a baby meal that helps with the constipation, that helps with digestion, and that is also a good source of protein, you might want to check this recipe. Let's start together, and then I will give all information that I have about the ingredients, the nutritional facts, and few tips. First thing to do, we are going to peel and core our pear and chop it in pieces. And we're going to ground the cardamom seed. The cardamom pod will open easily simply using your fingers. And to ground it, you have a few options. As we're using a tiny quantity, you can use a kitchen mallet or a meat tenderizer, basically is the kitchen hammer, or you can even use the bottom, the flat bottom of a glass or a cup, and press the pod against a flat surface. With the circular movement, there will be plenty to ground our tiny pod, and trust me, the room will be filled with the lovely cardamom aroma. In the steamer, add the pear, the sweet peas, and sprinkle the cardamom on top. Cover and steam for 8 minutes up until the pear will be soft enough to be mashed with your fingers. If you're following the baby-led weaning method, simply remove all the ingredients from the steamer, mix them together, and serve them like that to your little one. You can even be creative and form some shapes. I went for a lovely caterpillar, serve it on a plate, and let your little one grab all the pieces with his or her hands. On the other side, if you offer purees to your little one, transfer all the ingredients from the steamer to a tall container, and using an immersion blender, transform everything in a smooth and creamy puree. The pear should have enough liquid for you not to add anything and to get the right consistency. Still, if you're looking for a more liquid texture, you can add to the mix either warm water or breast milk if you have some extra, or baby formula if you have some extra. If you're interested in other options on how to thin your baby food, you want to check out this video too that talks about that topic. Your baby meal is ready to be served and enjoy. This combination, pear, sweet peas, and cardamom, as mentioned at the beginning, has many benefits. The pear helps with constipation. Sweet peas, they are a lovely protein source, and cardamom is the king of the ingredients because it has many properties. Helps with digestion, helps with oral hygiene, and also has expectorant properties, helps thinning the mucus. So let's talk a bit more about this little magic pod, cardamom. Cardamom is a lovely, very common spice used in the Indian cuisine. And in India, they not only use cardamom for cooking, but you can also find it in the medical cabinet because it has a lot of properties that helps healing our bodies in many different ways. Cardamom comes in pods, those little pods. So you can find it at the store like this in pods, or you can find it already grounded. If you can, I think that the pod solution is the one that is less expensive, to be honest, but also is the one that keeps all the aroma, all the flavors, because when you ground it, then all the aromas, they are released. If you buy it already grounded, some of the aroma kind of already went away. Also, in recipes, you can ground the pod, the seeds inside the pod, and add it into your recipe, or in some recipe you can add the entire pod. Like if you just want to flavor something, you might want to add the entire pod in the boiling water and then just remove it later. Cardamom comes also in two colors. There is the green one, this one, that's the one that I usually use in my recipes. There is also a black version, but has a more intense, harsh flavor, so that for baby and toddler food, I prefer to use the green one only. If you never tried cardamom, I would say that the flavor, it's very similar to cinnamon. It's a rich, aromatic flavor and goes very well like cinnamon, both with savory and sweet recipes. Cardamom can be offered to babies starting from 6 months of age, of course, as always, with moderation. Just a bit to introduce the flavor and give the benefits of the cardamom, but not too much. Benefits, so many. Cardamom helps with digestion, helps with nausea, helps with tummy aches, has great antioxidant and antibacterial properties, and also helps thinning the mucus when your little one has a cold or a runny nose. Which other fruit can you use instead of pears? If pears, they're not in season yet, you can switch pears in this recipe with peaches, apricots, bananas, mangoes, apples. They all work and you will end up with a beautiful combination of flavors. Which variety of pears can you use? In the recipe, I use a d'Anjou pear, but also other varieties are lovely for this combination, like Bartlett, Concord, and Comis. They are all super sweet pears. Also, one trick when you pick up the pear, you buy the pear and usually it's kind of hard. I would wait up until the pear is kind of soft and has a kind of dark brownish dots here and there, more or less like the banana. When the brown dots appear, it means that the natural sugar levels of the pear is at the top, is at the peak, and that's when you want to use it. How to store leftovers. If you have any leftover of this baby meal, you have few options. You can store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 4 days, or you can freeze them in the freezer for up to 4 months. Also, if you have some puree leftover, you can also make baby popsicles or toddler popsicles. Just pour them in any popsicle mold that you have and place them in the freezer. They will be lovely for a hot day to refresh your little one, or also if there is that annoying gum and teeth pain, discomfort, popsicles are perfect. I really hope you're going to enjoy this recipe. If you have any question or comment, leave them in the area here below. I will try to reply as soon as I can. Remember to subscribe to BuonaPappa so that every week you will receive a new recipe from me. Ciao, ciao, ciao!